Redditors assemble. r/AskReddit. What's a really cheap item you can buy that can make you look incredibly rich? Join seat filler clubs for NYC theater shows for like $100. Year-round you can get tickets to Broadway and off-Broadway shows for $5 a ticket. Actually free plus $5 processing fee. For up to 2 tickets per show they offer. Then just Instagram or Facebook how cultured you are as you go to shows every day, $5 each. Invite someone and tell them it's your treat and they'll think you're loaded. I love you right now. My mom is so hard to shop for, because she has very little interests or hobbies outside of Broadway plays and goddamn line dancing. And Broadway can be so expensive. You just found me and my sister our Christmas present for her. Oh my god, I could freaking kiss you right now. 2-day late edit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. I had this moment for one of my friends with an air fryer earlier. Such a great feeling when you finally find the right gift. Merry Christmas to you and yours. I'm late to the party. Spend money on getting your clothes tailored. I'm a money manager. The old school wealth doesn't wear anything that stands out. However, their clothes always have a perfect fit. The flashy guy that comes in with a big watch, driving the sports car usually has a ton of debt. Money talks. Wealth whispers. Tailor my t-shirts? I'm in. I got my burlap sack tailored. What? You have burlap sacks? Looks sadly a plastic trash bag. Under cabinet lighting. I have rechargeable LED strips that I bought $4.30 on Amazon, held up by magnets. They light up the backsplash counter below and scream. I had this custom lighting done by an electrician. Can you hit me with the link? When he gives you the link, will you let me know? A small table in your living room with a pitcher of water and 2 glasses. Just slice some lemons and cucumbers and put them in the water pitcher. I keep mine in the fridge so it's cold. When people come over, they're always super impressed to have water with cucumbers and lemon in it. Plus it tastes good, is refreshing, and better/healthier alternative to other drinks you could offer. Cucumber water is for customers only. CHOCA acute CCO circumflex. Ladies, I work at a wedding venue and we charge $300 for infused water for guests. People are always impressed with it, but come on. A decanter. Yes, buy a $14 bottle of red. Put it in a decanter before friends arrive and toss the bottle. When friends arrive, apologies that the wine has only been breathing for a short amount of time. This makes you seem like a wine snob, and if anyone doesn't like the wine, it's because it hasn't had time to breathe, obviously. $14. Look at Mr. Money Stacks over here. Yeah, bud, we happy with $6 Aldi wine. Oh, fat stacker. I buy the $3 somewhat wine like wine. A bowl of lemons. The room needed a pop of color. But then you gotta constantly be vigilant of those lemon-stealing whores. Sounds to me like a way to ensure a constant supply of whores. Apparently 3-ply toilet paper. One of my friends was at her house last year and after a bathroom trip, she told another friend, "Ooh, they've got money. They've got the good stuff." LOL. I'd never cheap out on toilet paper. I will downsize my house before I give up good toilet paper. I think we would all be surprised to realize how many people silently judge others based on the TP they buy. LOL. In Swedish we have a word called dumsnell, meaning someone who is overly cheap to the point where it just creates more problems. I think it's very dumsnell to buy a single-ply toilet paper that is uncomfortable and just forces you to use more in each wipe. Cufflinks. You will need the correct shirt, of course. I wear cufflinks and it's not really my fault. I was given a pair when I was a groomsman in a friend's wedding, so I bought a French cuff shirt so I could use them. Family saw me wearing the shirt and decided I must like cufflinks, so started buying them for me as gifts. I now had a collection of cufflinks, so when I got new shirts, I bought them with French cuffs. Now that's all I own and wear for dress shirts. I don't really even like cufflinks. This is truly a modern tragedy. Cake forks. Although only useful if you can get someone round your house and subtly place one in front of them. Obviously you can't drop them into casual conversation, because what person that actually owns cake forks would think about owning cake forks other than to use them? You can never admit to polishing them yourself, unless you want to put on that you're just a little hard on luck at the moment and get some sympathy. You can easily drop this into conversation without having to invite someone over. "Hey John, who's your cake fork guy? Is he good?" But be prepared for them to respond, "No Jim. I use a bad cake fork guy. PFFFT. I don't have a cake fork guy. I have a cake fork team. Have your cake fork guy call my cake fork guy." I bought a metal razor and a box of 500 blades. It's golden color. Cuts nicely. I have a round stick of soap to lather with, and I feel like a millionaire when I use it. It was less than 20 pounds. A safety razor? Either a double-edged safety razor or a single-edged straight razor with replaceable blades. Lab-created diamonds. They say it can even fool professional diamond dealers. It isn't as cheap as what others posted, but it can still save a lot of money. Charles and Culver Moissanite. The one I have was $700. Its diamond equivalent is about $10K. Moissanite is chemically different than diamond and has a higher index of light refraction, giving it its fiery look with subtle bright colors that aren't seen in diamonds. But yeah, everyone thinks I got my fiancé a giant diamond. Ring is stunning with that moissanite. I thought most lab-created diamonds were actually just diamonds. Well, that's what I heard. Diamond is just a specific crystalline structure of carbon, so a lab-grown object made of carbon in the diamond crystal structure is still a diamond. The only difference is that it was made in a lab, instead of the earth. It's not an item and it only costs your time and it is being clean. Having a clean car inside and out. Clean apartment, house and make sure everything smells clean. Basically taking care of yourself shows others you value yourself and it will make them more inclined to believe you have value as well. Basically taking care of yourself shows others you value yourself and it will make them more inclined to believe you have value as well. As someone who struggles with this and a serial mess maker, not a slob or dirty, smelly, just not as organized as I'd like, and I definitely let shit pile up in my house. This comment was hard to read. It is accurate, which is probably why. I'll try again tomorrow. I'll go on cleaning binges where I'll go absolutely nuts on some area of my house. For the sake of argument, let's say the kitchen. When I'm done it's pristine and beautiful and I swear to Lucifer that I'm never going to let it get messy and gross again. A week later, I'm disgusted with my slobby self. What the frick is wrong with me? I'm also one of those people who, when I'm expecting company, has to spend the day before they come over perfecting the entire house. Because I'm sure they're going to judge me if the cat tower isn't vacuumed and the house doesn't smell like cookies. Jewelry skillfully made with imitation gems. Not even imitation gems, synthetic sapphires. Rubies are cheap and the only way to tell they are synth is careful examination under UV light, because they are too flawless. How long before synthetic gem makers find a way to artificially impart flaws to make a more genuine article? I don't know. If anyone has that set up, they aren't talking. The difference between making something in perfect conditions and trying to mimic the impurities in the Earth's mantle without contamination might be cost prohibitive. That said, it's part of why attract, ethically sourced gems have been in vogue for years now. If you have chain of authenticity right back to the mine, it's probably real. There's been a lot of suggestion that those chains of documentation are often fabricated. That gray shirt billionaires always be frickin' wearing must be the comfiest frickin' shirt ever. Probably made of nanobots that massage and maintain their skin suits. Trash bags for your bathroom trash can. Instead of grocery bags, I use Target bags. Instead of Walmart bags. That way it's classy. I can't tell if you're joking or not, but I absolutely do this. And I absolutely feel classier just by using this one simple trick. Trash bag companies hate him. A credit card that is black in color. It doesn't have to be a black card. Just black. Amazon Prime credit cards are black and made, at least partially, of metal. They're thicker and more hefty than a normal credit card, too. I've gotten lots of comments on mine, although more of the "that's a cool card" variety than the "you must be rich" variety. I used my Amazon Prime Chase card at Chuck E. Cheese and the girl did not think it was real. This was for a birthday party, so she took the card to run, and when I was not around she started to peel the black plastic glued to the metal off the card. Some people, LMFAO, or a credit card made out of metal. My Amazon one is metal and people always comment on it and how luxe it feels. Huh, joke's on you. It's maxed out at $5K. I have the same card. It looks cool. My limit is $2,500. We send all of our correspondence out with a big ass wax seal on it. Looks like we're old money when we send out our Christmas cards. Monogrammed stationery is also not too expensive. The more understated the design, the better. Don't skimp on the envelopes too much though. You'll wind up dead from the toxic glue. Rip Susan. She's not dead if we find a way to remember her. Not an item exactly, but good posture, manners and proper etiquette is generally free to lean and practice and makes you look much more affluent. You see it at weddings big time. Everyone is in a suit eating a fancy meal, but it is clear who is comfortable doing so and who is out of their element. My mom made me read Tiffany's Table Manners growing up and always made me set the table just so, as well as got on me about stuff like sitting 5, 8 inches from the table and such. I thought it was annoying, but now when I tag along to banquets with my fiancée, all her friends ask me which fork to use or whose water is whose. Standing to meet anyone. I hate it when people shake hands sitting down, or with a glove on. Okay, the glove thing. If it's -40, do what you want, but inside, take that shit off. To add to this, I hate trying to shake hands with a woman who does that weird limp hand thing. Lady, unless you're the queen, freaking do an actual handshake. I was taught from a young age to always grip and shake firmly even though I'm a girl. It's a good way to make a good first impression. Those who worry about stains and spilling on the suit are the imposters. Those who wear them like jeans and shirt are the money guys. A pineapple. You just also have to buy a time machine that would get you a few centuries back in time and you'll be all set. Rich people used to rent pineapples that would be put on display at parties. I assume anyone with a really weird pet is hiding an immense amount of wealth, even if they're super bummy. I think exotic pets is like both ends of the spectrum. I don't know any rich people at all, but I know a lot of trash bags that have weird creatures. A well-fitted, dark t-shirt. I make very little money, but I frequently have friends demanding to know how I afford such nice clothing. I have a few 5-packs of black V-necks, I wear some dark jeans I got cheap, and a fake leather belt that matches some leather shoes I got a few years ago as a gift. Get a semi-regular cheap and easy crew cut for my hair, and keep my neck clear of facial hair. Throw on a nice little blazer I got on clearance and wear my nice shoes and belt. And suddenly I look like $1,000,000. And just like that, bada bing bada boom, I'm no longer Tim who works at Wendy's. One of those long cigarette holders. I got one of those for my friend as a gag for his birthday. Funny as hell to see him pull out his Cruella de Vil stick on lunch break. We work in construction. I bet when he gets home after a long day he takes a bath and holds it over the edge of the tub with delicate taps to knock the ash off. Gotta enjoy the little things, man. See also, cigarette cases. My best friend got me one for my birthday a couple years ago, and it looks so much classier than a cigarette package. A key for an expensive car. Then cover a pile of boxes with a tarp and stand next to it in your Porsche gear. Did a Porsche throw up on you? It's Porsche. Until some D-bag playing football in the street dives into it trying to make a catch. When you get the guac at Chipotle, and don't even think twice about it. That's my goal financial bracket. Speaking from experience, if you ever truly live the life of hesitating to get guac, that hesitation never really goes away. A Harvard sweatshirt. It's strange in the UK a cheap clothing store called Primark has Oxford, Yale, Harvard etc. emblazoned over a lot of t-shirts. Ah, Primark. The best worst place to shop. Primark also just makes up American uni. It is hilarious. Like what? I want some fake, confusing college swag to wear. Moisturizer, even a cheap one will be enough. Majority of rich people have good skin. Bought moisturizer yesterday for the first time in my life due to dry skin more than ever before. This shit is awesome and I'm never going without it anymore. Actually, I agree with that. Because I have really dry skin due to my biological hyperactivity and most girls notice that my skin is like super hydrated, and one time a girl even asked if I used something and later from a common friend asked if I was loaded or gay. I live near some really affluent towns just outside of NYC. Over the years, I've noticed it almost always goes completely one way or the other. They've either got beautiful skin from maintaining it, or they look like leather, because they've spent too many days on their sailboats or at their beach house on the Hamptons. Being underdressed. CEOs wear suits. Actual insanely rich people wear whatever the frick they want. In the Bay Area we have a game called Tech Millionaire or Hobo. A fountain pen. I had a beautiful super simple, but perfectly weighted fountain pen with green ink that I used for marking when I was a teacher. I took a day sick and when I came back some donghole had pinched it out my desk. I was furious. My record for having one at work is 3 weeks. They always grow legs. I personally just keep them on me at all times. Throw it in my left pocket if I go somewhere. Take it out when I sit down. Haven't lost one yet. I'm a teacher, also use a fountain pen. My pen once disappeared from my desk for a few hours and a pupil brought back to me, saying they'd found it outside. I was so pleased to get it back. On the App Store, there is an app called I Am Rich. It costs $1,000 and all it does is say that you're rich when you open it. Once in a while it goes free for 24 hours. Snag that baby up, and you too can have your friends look at you like you're certifiably insane when you show them the app. It looks like it's a reasonable $99.99. It originally cost $1,000, until Apple made them issue refunds and lower the price. Refunds? It's not like they're forcing anyone, or scamming them. I know, but that's what went down. Also, this was in the early days of the iPhone, and people didn't understand you couldn't just let your kid wander around the App Store. WinRAR. Impress all your friends and coworkers when they unzip files on your computer with the version that isn't free. Someone had a good drunk story recently involving that. They were computing while intoxicated, and actually bought WinRAR, because their drunk self was sick of the constant trial pop-up when using it. Honestly, if you are using it that much where the pop-up is annoying, just buy it. Also, 7-Zip is a free non-pop-up alternative. Reminds me of that meme or comic where someone accidentally buys WinRAR and the sales team back at the company is celebrating the huge growth due to the one sale. Reminds me of that meme or comic where someone accidentally buys WinRAR and dies and goes to heaven and it's empty, because you could only enter if you paid for it. High-end water. Don't even have to drink it. Just leave it in your fridge forever. Holy shit, this baller has 6 sealed bottles each of Voss and Perrier. Edit. My top comment of all time is now about water. Y'all are strange. And thanks for the silver. I got a nice bottle of water and kept refilling it. People thought I was very particular, but it was really just the perfect size to carry around for my baby's bottles. Damn, this baby drinks Perrier? Baller. A young Tom Haverford. I had this plastic Voss bottle. It was exactly the same as the glass ones. I liked using it because it was light, portable, and clear, and I would just refill it. People definitely looked at me differently for the moment before I told them it was plastic. A cheap suit that you then get tailored. It's always better to buy a cheap suit that you get tailored to fit well, than an expensive suit that fits like shit. While we're at it, the order of buttoning or not buttoning your suit jacket. If the suit had 3 buttons, the order from top to bottom is sometimes, always, never. If the jacket has 2 buttons, the top button is the only one you should button. Don't ask me why the bottom button's there, I just work here. Extra points for unbuttoning the jacket when you sit. This also helps the health of the button junction. The button junction. What's your function? Holding together cloth so you ain't naked. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button and leave a comment which story you liked the most. Subscribe and hit the bell notification for updates on our latest videos. And don't forget to check the links in the description box for more awesome content.